Chassidic Parashat of Balak, the essence of unity in Hasidic thought, a reflection on Parashat Balak in the rich and intricate tapestry of Jewish tradition. Hasidic teachings illuminate profound spiritual truths that resonate deeply within the hearts of believers and seekers alike. One particularly enlightening discourse emerges from the Mir of Shemesh, authored by the esteemed Rabbi Koloinmas Kalman Epstein. Within its pages we encounter a compelling narrative that recounts an encounter between two towering figures of Hasidic thought, Rabbi Elimelech of Lysensk and his revered brother, Rabbi Zuzia of Anipoli. Their dialogue not only unveils the essence of miraculous potential, but also emphasizes the foundational pillar of Jewish unity, a theme that echoes resoundingly throughout the narrative of Parashat Balak. In this profound exchange, Rabbi Elimelech, who was acutely aware of his brother's extraordinary abilities to perform miracles and wonders, posed a poignant question filled with yearning and curiosity. Perhaps I also could learn to do the same? This question reflects a desire not only for personal growth, but also for a deeper connection to the divine. In response, Rabbi Zuzia offered a profound insight that serves as a guiding principle for all those who seek spiritual elevation. When all the leaders of the generation and the tzaddikim are of one heart, in a common bond of love and friendship between themselves and the Jewish people, then anything can be accomplished. This exchange encapsulates a fundamental axiom of Judaism, that the key to accessing miraculous potential lies in the unity of the leaders of the generation and the righteous among them. It is through this sincere bond of love, compassion, and mutual respect that the extraordinary can unfold. The Talmud in Tractate Sanhedrin echoes this sentiment by stating, "It is pleasant for them and pleasant for all of creation." The Mir of Shemesh expounds upon this idea, noting that Israel's historical narrative during a time of profound unity was marked by remarkable victories. This notion highlights how collective spirit and shared purpose can transcend individual limitations and catalyze divine intervention. The Mir of Shemesh elaborates on a significant period in Jewish history when Israel achieved an exceptional level of unity, particularly as they stood on the brink of entering Eretz Yisrael. This collective spirit of oneness was so potent that it led to the miraculous downfall of formidable kings such as Sikhan and Oj, who were vanquished without a single casualty inflicted upon Israel. This historical context serves as an illustration of the transformative power of unity, demonstrating that when the Jewish people are unified in their purpose and intent, they can overcome even the most daunting challenges. In the context of Parashat Balak, we observe Balak ben Tzipor, the king of Moab, who witnessed the formidable feats of the Israelites, particularly their triumph over the Amorites. The verse states, "And Balak ben Tzipor saw all that Israel did to the Amorites." The term "saw" conveys a profound understanding. Balak comprehended that the source of Israel's strength was their unity. In fear of this collective power, he allied with Midian and sought to devise a plan to counteract the Israelites through curses. He hired Balaam, a sorcerer, to invoke curses upon the Jewish people, believing that the power of their Torah and prayers could be undermined. However, the narrative reveals a profound truth. The forces of evil can only mimic the holiness from which they derive. Ultimately, Balak's endeavors were futile. The Talmudic passage continues with a sobering reminder, "Woe is to the one who gathers together in the company of evil ones." This cautionary statement underscores the deep moral and spiritual consequences of choosing divisiveness over unity. The shift in terminology from Am to Kahal in Balak's address to the Jewish people signifies their collective assembly in unity. This transformation emphasizes a pivotal lesson. When the Jewish people are united, no external force can harm them. Moreover, the character of Balaam, described as Shasum Hayin, exemplifies the limitations of perception. His insight, while potent, was clouded by his own moral shortcomings, rendering him incapable of recognizing the true essence of the Jewish people and their divine favor. This blindness serves as a metaphor for the spiritual myopia that can afflict those who are disconnected from the source of holiness. In an anecdote shared by our Yosef Yitzchak of Lubavitch, the question of why humans possess two eyes rather than one is explored. The distinction between the Hebrew letters shin and sin serves as a metaphor for perspective, how we perceive the world around us. The right eye symbolizes empathy and affection, while the left signifies detachment. This teaching beckons us to approach our fellow Jews and sacred texts with love and reverence, nurturing a spirit of unity rather than division. The implications of these teachings extend far beyond the historical context of Parashat Balak. In our contemporary world, where division and discord often permeate our communities, the message of unity remains as relevant as ever. The Chassidic perspective challenges us to cultivate relationships rooted in love, understanding, and mutual respect. It calls upon us to recognize that our collective strength lies in our ability to come together, transcending personal differences and embracing our shared identity as members of the Jewish people. Additionally, the unity emphasized in Hasidic thought is not merely a theoretical concept. It demands action. It invites us to engage in acts of kindness, to foster friendships, and to support one another in times of need. When we unite in our prayers, in our communal gatherings, and in our pursuits of holiness, we create an environment that invites divine blessings and miracles into our lives. This collective effort transforms our communities into sanctuaries of love and compassion, reflecting the divine attributes we strive to emulate. In conclusion, the teachings gleaned from the Mir of Shemesh and the narrative of Parashat Balak converge on a singular, vital truth. Jewish unity is a potent force, capable of transcending limitations and overcoming adversities. The legacy of Rabbi Elimelech and Rabbi Zuzha reminds us that in a world often rife with discord, our strength lies not in individual prowess but in the collective spirit of love and friendship. As we strive for unity within our communities, may we draw inspiration from these timeless teachings, cultivating bonds that uplift us all. In doing so, we ensure that together we can navigate the challenges that lie ahead and experience the transformative power of true Jewish unity, creating a brighter and more harmonious future for all.